Welcome back, Valley friends. Today we're spending some time with our friend Pumba in the quest, Something's Off. To unlock this quest, you will need to reach level 2 friendship with Pumba, and you'll need to have the following villagers in your valley: Elsa, Daisy, Sully, the Beast, Minnie Mouse, Remy, and Timon. Once you've met all the requirements, you can chat with Pumba to get started. Timon and Pumba have been enjoying the cuisine at Chez Remy since joining the valley, but they had a strange experience the other day when they went to the restaurant. Just as the two of them entered, all the other villagers decided to leave. Pumba thinks it's his fault somehow and needs your help figuring out what he did to make them all leave. We will need to chat with two of the villagers who had left the restaurant, starting with Daisy. Daisy explains that the two new villagers need a lesson in table manners, but that's not the real problem. She tells us that Pumba has developed an intense aroma since he started eating at the restaurant. She's not sure what's causing the problem, but it only started after he consumed food from the valley. We will need to keep investigating to get to the bottom of this. Let's chat with Elsa next, perhaps she can give us some more information. She has the same feedback as Daisy: Pumba's breath is unbearable. We think it must be something he's eating, and perhaps the restaurant chef can shed some light on this. Let's go chat with Remy, hopefully he can recall what the warthog has been eating at the restaurant. Remy lists all of Pumba's favorite meals from the restaurant, and we see a trend. Pumba has been consuming so many dishes that contain cheese. This is not an ingredient he would have had access to in the jungle, so his digestive system must not be used to the foreign food. Perhaps if we introduce him to some other dishes with less cheese in them, we can help reduce the odor his body is producing. Remy thinks this is a great idea and gives us a list of dishes to prepare. First, some onion puffs to test our theory, followed by some gingerbread biscuits to calm his stomach, and some roasted asparagus to introduce him to some other yummy dishes. Remy will provide us with all the recipes we'll need for this part of the quest, so you will need to open up your bag to learn them all. I've already cooked all of these dishes before, so I've not added any new ones to my collection. Now that we know how to cook all our meals, we can head over to our nearest cooking station to start preparing them. First up, we will make some of Minnie's gingerbread cookies. For these you will need wheat from the peaceful meadows, and some ginger from the forgotten lands. Then we will make onion puffs using onions from the Forest of Valor, and eggs and cheese from Remy's pantry. For our final dish, we will prepare roasted asparagus using canola from the Forest of Valor and asparagus from the Frosted Heights. Once you've cooked all your meals, ensure that you have them in your bag, then deliver them to Pumba. We start Pumba off with the onion puffs, but even though he enjoys the meal, his stomach instantly reacts badly. And we notice the cheese is causing the bad smell. Next we get him to have some of the gingerbread cookies. These help settle his tummy and he feels much better. Now that we've solved the food problem, we need to prepare Pumba so that he can confidently go back to the restaurant. We'll start with a good old bath. We suggest a bubble bath, but Pumba says he would prefer a mud bath, which is more suitable for warthogs. To build our friend a mud bath, we'll need to collect some materials. Starting with 8 pieces of soil, which we can find by digging in any biome. The plaza and peaceful meadows are best though. Then we'll need 10 pieces of sand, which you collect by digging or breaking debris on Dazzle Beach. Then we will need 15 pieces of stone, which we collect by mining in any biome or breaking gray rocks. Finally, we will need 12 pieces of drywood, which you can find in the Sunlit Plateau, Frosted Heights, or Forgotten Lands. Once we have collected all our materials, we can head over to our nearest crafting station to craft a mud bath. Then we can place the bath anywhere in our valley. Once the bath is ready, we can chat with Pumba to let him know. Whilst Pumba relaxes in his new mud bath, we will need to chat with some villagers to figure out how we can get the warthog's teeth nice and clean, which will hopefully help with the bad breath. First up, we will chat with Minnie. She's always happy to help out a fellow villager in need. Minnie had a bit of a problem herself when she returned to the valley. She was plagued by the taste of radishes in her mouth, and nothing she did really helped. Until she stumbled across some mint in the frosted heights, which finally helped getting the bad taste out her mouth. Next we'll chat with the Beast. I'm sure he'd be able to help us with some useful tips on oral hygiene. Beast happens to have a spare toothbrush we can use for Pumba. And finally, we'll chat with Sully. I'm sure the monster's strange diet can cause some interesting odors, which means he should have a way to get rid of such problems. Sully has the perfect toothpaste that seems to have been made for someone like Pumba. It's the perfect combination of bugginess and mint. Now we just need to collect all the items our villagers have donated. Starting with the toothpaste from Sully's house. Next we'll go to Beast's home to collect the toothbrush. And lastly, we will need to head to the Frosted Heights to collect 3 mint. Once we've collected all the items, we can head back over to Pumba. Now that Pumba has had his bath and brushed his teeth, he's ready to face all the villagers in the restaurant and meet up with his friend Timon for a good meal. Head over to Chez Remy to witness the interaction between Timon and Pumba. Once the two are done chatting, you can chat with Pumba again. This will conclude the quest Something's Off. As always, please leave us a like if you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I will see you next time as we continue our adventures with the warthog.